This is great news, right? I want end rough sleeping. You want end rough sleeping. How good would it be if we have a Prime Minister who says they're going to actually do something like this and then it actually happens? But how do we do it? How do we achieve ending rough sleeping in the UK? So I'm Tom Lavery. I'm from the Wallich. We're Wales's largest homelessness charity. Andy Burnham says he wants to end rough sleeping. He's only talking about England. Housing and homelessness policy is devolved to Wales, so it's down to the Welsh Government and the Senate to set these little things. He's initially announced 340 million to do this, but it's probably going to cost a lot more than this in the long run. So it's important whenever new money comes along that Wales gets its fair share to do this. So there are loads of different reasons why people end up on the streets. They've experienced significant trauma, people's relationships are broken down, and of course just evictions and unaffordable rents. So what needs to happen? So the UK and Welsh Government need to build a lot more affordable homes. That means social homes, council houses. But to address all the trauma, that requires determined, compassionate people working really hard for a long time to build up trusting relationships with people living on the streets. So the first step for this is something called assertive outreach, and this is something we do at the Wallich. So that's teams of really dedicated, hard-working members of staff going out and about in the streets, meeting people where they are, just building up that kind of trusting relationship and really asking them what it is that they need, how did they get here. I mean, of course, many of you will have heard of Housing First, which is the internationally recognised model, the best way to support people who've experienced significant trauma. So that means getting them into a new home as soon as possible and then providing wraparound support to do whatever it takes to keep people in their homes and keep them safe. We already do lots of this all over Wales, and it does happen in Manchester as well, and Liverpool and lots of other places across the UK. But in order to make sure that we end rough sleeping in the UK, this needs to happen everywhere. Wherever people fall through the cracks, we need to make sure that we're there to help them back on their feet. And Andy Burnham needs to find the cash to make sure that this happens. Follow the Wallich to find out more about the work we're doing in Wales.